Hello, hello, and say hello to the free solo OG camper. In this short video, I'm going to show you how the electronic hitch works for being able to take it on and off a ball and hitch on your vehicle, and just some simple steps on how to make sure that everything is set in the right place. If you come over here a little bit, you'll notice that the electronic hitch actually has a cover on it, which should be on it at all times when you're not using it. What you can do is simply take off this cover and it exposes the jack here. What you want to do is you want to turn it on, you flip it on and off, and once it's on, you can go up and down. You get a little bit of a wider view here to see how it goes up. So up, as simple as pressing this button, and you can begin to notice that it's actually beginning to lift up. You can also go down as well. Simple as one click. Whenever you're done going up and down with it, just make sure that you turn off the hitch. When you're done with the jack, turn it off, and then go ahead and put your cover back on, and then pull the string tight. It's good to go. Another big thing to notice is that this jack is actually going on this yellow block. Always make sure that this yellow block is in placement first, and then go ahead and lower and raise your jack on and off the ball and hitch. Now, on that note right there, I want to show you this. Before you go up and down with the ball and hitch, always make sure that you have your chalk blocks. These yellow chalk blocks must be in place before you're going up and down on the electronic hitch. And lastly, if you come around to the back here where the kitchen is, this is where we keep our jack for the stabilizer, okay? These right here, this jack right here, helps to raise and lower the back. So all you do is twist it and it lowers it and it raises it. Make sure that these are up, like this current position that it's in right now, before raising and lowering the ball and hitch for the jack. Lastly, I want to show you how to actually work the ball and hitch. Let's go back towards the front of the trailer. Pretty simple. In order to get this thing on a ball and hitch, you're going to use this right here, this latch. It's going to lift it up.
So as you see here, we are somewhat aligned with the trailer. There is some wiggle room here to hitch it on. He's now going to reverse. He's got a rear view camera so he can see a little bit of where he's going. You can see that match up right now. He's coming in a little closer, and he's gonna want to come in just a little hair, because when he puts that in park, so that looks great right there. That is an aligned just right. The machine will put it right on the ball.
Once you have the ball and hitch lined up, you're gonna go ahead and begin lowering it. Really quick to notice, you're gonna have this setting right here open like it is right now, and then as it begins to get on, this will clamp on the neck, and it'll actually squeeze around the neck of the ball to make sure everything is really clamped on secure. So you start with it open like this, and you want it to get on the ball. And what's nice about this trailer is you can actually move it around a little bit to make sure that it gets on at the right setting. And then boom. From here, you're gonna begin to continue to lift it down until you see this leg right here begin to prop up. And essentially, you're gonna take this as high as it will go until it locks out, okay? About right there, and it'll tell you. There you have it. Next is you wanna check the lighting, and you're gonna wanna plug in the connectors, okay? So you have three main things here. You have these chains that you're actually gonna hook in. Right here, there's a spot where you can hook these in real easy. You're gonna hook those in on both sides. Bada boom, bada bang. And then lastly, is you're gonna take the connector right here, which will plug into your vehicle. So on my truck right here, I lift this like that, and I can see that there's a little notch right here that fits perfectly into that spot right then. You feel it really give. Now that everything is hooked up properly, you can begin by replacing and taking off this yellow stand. You can take this and go ahead and put this either in the trailer, in your vehicle, or in the very back in the clamshell for storage. Now let's check the electronics, make sure that the turning signals are working.
And we'll start with that right signal. That's working perfectly. Left signal, working perfectly. We're gonna do brake lights, working great. And that is all wrapped up.
Now as you're beginning to lift the jack off the ball and hitch, what you're gonna wanna do is primarily come over here and lift this off, okay? This opens up the bottom of it to make it a lot easier for it to come off. You hit the up button to lift the electric jack up, and it should naturally and easily come right off the ball and hitch. And always remember, before you're doing this process right here, you wanna make sure that your block chocks are in place. When you're taking it on and off, you wanna make sure your block chocks are in place. There you have it. And then eventually you want to find the right level. So you have to have somebody maybe walk a little bit further away to see how high it needs to go to where it looks nice and level, the entire camper. Thank you for watching the ball and hitch video.